Hey there guys, what is going on? My name is Mark and welcome back to the Portion of Wrestling podcast. We are going to do TLC results, but I can't do it by myself. I'm joined by the...
I'll be the Luke Harper to your Eric Rowan.
No.
What?
No. You can be the Christian to my Edge. It's Hancha.
What? No. What?
What?
I mean, Christian. I like Christian, but he's not
Same,
Edge.
but he's no Edge, is he?
Oh my god! Wow. What about the Razor or Akon? Because they're both beasts, right?
They are. Okay, I'll take that.
Right.
We're both big men. But Hancha, episode 50.
It's a big one.
It is. Here's to 50 more, which will be about 2 months. We've only been going for like a year.
It's pretty insane.
And we started like just before the brand split. Well, the last pay-per-view before the brand split is when we started.
Yeah.
So that means in about a year, there's been about 20... about 20-something shows.
Insane.
That's
like,
including NXT and that. They've really just pumped these out over the last year.
It makes them feel less important though when they're happening all the time.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Although now I think we get a
month
break, don't we?
19th. So it's like 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Fortunately. Oh, I've just looked on my calendar there and it says daylight saving time ends on 29th of October.
Okay.
So it's gonna get darker. Lovely. So TLC predictions. Recap. Let's get straight into this. The Walking Dead starts at 9, so
okay.
Gonna watch that. Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. That was on the pre-show.
Forgot about that match.
Hancha, who won?
Probably Sasha, but hopefully Alicia Fox.
Sasha.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I don't know why you said Alicia.
Meaning, I just wanted.
I think you were drunk.
Probably.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Main show: Emma versus Asuka. Asuka's main roster debut.
This didn't go as planned.
Yeah, this went almost double. 5 minutes. 9:25 is what I got. I'm slightly worried for Asuka.
This is not a good sign for Asuka at all, by the way. Someone they present as a jobber had a hard, tough fought battle against Asuka. By this time next year, Asuka's going to be not buried, but she's not going to be what we thought she would be. Let's just say that.
She is buggered.
Yeah.
Emma got like quite a bit of offense in.
And it's not, and I really like Emma. It's not because of that. It's just that the way they present her is that she's a jobber. So
got a nice ass.
It's decent.
For the most part, she was on top of this match. So yeah, like I said, I'm slightly worried.
She was in her game too. Her performance was really good, Emma's.
But in the end, just one kick from Asuka, and then the Asuka lock was enough to make Emma tap. Yeah, Asuka over 5 minutes.
Her reaction was decent as well from the crowd.
Yeah, people knew who she was, so that's fine.
That's one good thing. But like we said, remember Nia Jax beat Emma in 2 minutes just a couple weeks ago, or something like that? Well, it wasn't it was about a month ago, I think. But I'm pretty sure Nia Jax just squashed her.
Yeah.
That's like, and Asuka can't. I don't know. This isn't looking good. At this point, I'm convinced that if Asuka and Charlotte had a match, Charlotte would have just win.
Probably. So Asuka won that one. Yeah, like I said, it was an alright match. Emma got too much offense in. Let's be honest. And after that, for some reason, Elias came out. I'm not sure whether you saw this. And for some reason, Jason Jordan came out and started to throw vegetables at him. I don't know why.
I guess it's the cliche of you throw tomatoes at the guy that sucks on stage. I guess it was a riddle on that, but
and that was it.
It was random.
That was it. It was just weird. So next match you had the Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander. I didn't watch this match because I don't really care. But Cedric pinned Brian Kendrick after the lumbar check. I like his lumbar check; it's nice.
Really good move.
So yeah, that's it from that one. Yeah, that's pretty much it for most of these matches, apart from the main event. So Cedric and Swan won that one. Team Black, your boys. Then next match on Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. I feel like the biggest moment of this match was when Mickie spanked Alexa, which I'm sure Hancha enjoyed.
Yep.
Dirty bastard. Yeah, I actually enjoyed this match quite a
bit. It
lot.
was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, back and forth. There's some decent moments. But the ending, Alexa was sat against the bottom turnbuckle. Mickie comes over Alexa, pulls her at the middle rope, and into a DDT. So Alexa won. So I was wrong about that. So she's going to hold it until Asuka comes and gets her. Well, maybe they might not. Maybe they don't like Asuka.
I don't know. Vince is a weirdo. So
You've got to think, if Asuka doesn't look strong, Triple H is going to be pissed.
He will, but Triple H can't do anything because there's a lot of guys in NXT.
Because Vince won't die.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in NXT that Triple H was really high on that just get buried. Paige was the biggest one. Apparently, Triple H and Vince went back and forth on Paige a lot, but Vince always gets his way at the end of the day.
It's his company, really.
Yeah.
There was something that came out that Triple H said when people go up to the main, he wants a 6 months plan for them. Just so you can see. But apparently they just pull them up whenever. Which is just bull.
Sad.
Just think of the people that could have been saved. Apollo Crews.
Remember when he was actually someone in NXT?
Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, he was over in NXT.
Still is. He's managed to get himself over with the Fashion Files, and I don't know how.
Oh well, yeah, true. They are over.
Neville.
Oh, I don't even want to speak about that because
Sammy, he's starting to get back there.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kevin. There's a lot more. Bo Dallas.
Oh yeah, Bo Dallas was one of the main guys in NXT. Look where he is now. Jeez. And his brother Bray. He started off on the main roster really strong. It's just as soon as he reached Cena, then they just all went. Because they had him run through everyone before that: The Shield, Daniel Bryan, Kane, everyone else, and then John Cena, and it was over.
There's more. Bailey, she's been shit since main roster.
True.
Honestly, just dreadful.
Kevin Owens has done alright for himself.
Yeah. Finn.
He was booked stronger in NXT, but he's still done alright for himself.
Finn's been alright. They just have him on the mic too much. Don't put him on the mic.
Yeah.
Ascension.
They were
the most dominant tag team in NXT.
Yeah. And look where they are now.
On the Fashion Files, so they're getting themselves over again.
Well, that one guy you can say that's done better on the main roster than he was in NXT is Elias Sampson, probably. Because in
Roman.
NXT, he just lost. Oh, Roman as well. Yeah, he was just basically just the enhancement guy that just got over all the baby faces, but he actually has a role on the main roster now.
He's hilarious.
He's fun. I actually find him funny. I remember when I actually legit didn't like him. I was like, this guy's boring. He's trash. But he's funny.
Remember when Rhino was in NXT? I've just clicked on. Rhino was in NXT for a month. Where's him? Where's he? Where's him and Heath gone? Oh, it's happened.
You just brought them up.
With that, I'm gonna text. There we go. People that we've predicted. So I'll do Heath and Rhino.
Yep.
If one of them comes back, I'm counting it. Heath and Rhino.
Because it has been ages. I can't even remember what show they're on now at this point.
I think they got drafted to Raw.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mentioned on TLC recap. There we go. I'll even put a date, 23rd of October.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
A week or two, they'll be there.
Yep.
I'll keep that open just in case we mention any more. So Mickie James versus Alexa. Alexa won. So I reckon she's. I want to say Asuka, but I don't think that they will.
No idea.
Nia Jax, but apparently she walked.
What?
Yeah, apparently Nia Jax walked as well.
Are you serious? What, walked out?
Yep.
So she's gone?
I don't know, like, there was saying that, it's dispute over pay. But then, like, everybody was saying, no, she's just tired and just hurting, so they've given her time off. So, take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay. Well, I don't care because I don't really like her anymore. She's not Neville.
Don't mention Neville. Come back, man. I miss ya. We're from the Toon. So after the women's match, Elias came out again, and yet again, Jason Jordan started to throw vegetables at him. Is it a reference I don't get? Was it supposed to be funny? I just don't understand. Any help?
By the way, the crowd was booing the hell out of Elias, man. He's got some good heat.
The good heat, not the X-Pac heat. So next match we had Enzo Amore versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title.
I didn't watch it.
Enzo won with a Guerrero tactic.
With a what?
Guerrero tactic.
Really?
Dirty.
Again?
Dirty. Yeah. Enzo poked Kalisto in the eye, then did his finisher that I don't know the name of.
Oh yeah. Well, it's Gail Kim's finisher. That's why I don't like using it because it's Gail Kim's finisher. She calls it Eat Defeat. I don't know
Eat Defeat. I know it's that name.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what it's called.
It's called He Shouldn't Be Using It because Gail Kim's move. So
have a shoe. That's what it should be called. I don't actually know what it's called. Enzo. Corey Graves always say it, and I just don't know what it is.
Who cares? It's Enzo.
Wait there. I've got a video here. What? The first thing.
What?
First comment was Gail Kim called she wants to finish her back.
That's what I've been saying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't actually know what it's called. Corey always says it's got Enzo in it.
Oh, God.
And I have no idea what it is.
I don't know.
Who cares? So yeah. Neville, not Neville. I wish it was Neville.
Yeah.
Enzo won the Cruiserweight title back. 2-time champ. Now tied with Neville.
Don't remind me.
So after that, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Hey.
First decent match. Well, no, I enjoyed the women's match and the Asuka match. Not as much as I should have. Should have just been a 2-minute squash.
For me, this was by far the best match on the show for different reasons.
I quite enjoyed the TLC much more.
That was trash for me, and we'll get to that when we get to that.
Wow, rude.
Seriously.
Yeah, this was a great match. I didn't really take any notes because I was just enjoying it. And,
first of all, the crowd was going mad before they even touched each other. Because I was looking at it and I was like, this should be a Mania main event. Well, I wanted to see Shinsuke and AJ as a main event, but this should still be a high level like Royal Rumble, let's say, main event or something like that.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam, perfect. I mean, I'd take it at Survivor Series actually, to be honest. Would have made a bit more sense because of the show versus show thing. But it was like, this is great. And let's not forget that this is the first time they've legit ever faced each other. So they haven't had the chance to like work together to figure something out, sort of thing. Like when you have feuds, like you work on house shows and stuff and you get your timing down. This is the first time they've touched each other like that. So they did very well considering they didn't have a lot of time to prepare for it as well.
I doubt they could even get anything in because AJ Styles was on the South America tour.
Shout out to AJ for doing it.
He was in Chile.
Yeah.
And then made his way up.
Like, he didn't have to do it. When they came to him, he could have said, "What, you want me to go over there and lose?" No, I don't want to. But he went ahead and did it.
Stay on your own brand, knobhead. Puts the phone down.
Yeah.
And then we'll be talking about AJ Styles being released.
Yep.
So, for the first time ever, like you said, match didn't really disappoint. Both guys got the moves in. Apart from the Styles clash, I didn't see the Styles clash.
Good. But this was way better than Cena versus AJ, because guess what? How many finishes were kicked out of this match? 0. No finishes were kicked. They put in a great match without kicking out
This
of
was a
one
New
finisher.
Japan match.
Yep.
One finisher. Done.
Yep. That's why it's called finisher. While Cena and AJ, they spammed like 4 finishes each, whatever. This one, no finishes kicked out. That's how the way it should be. Well, if it's a high level match, like 1 or 2, fine. But
1 each is my maximum.
yeah, you don't need like 3 each or whatever it was.
So they kept finishers looking strong unless they hit them, and we didn't notice, but I didn't.
No, they definitely didn't. That's
Just-
something I made sure to take note of when I was watching.
They waited until Hancha was just looking away, and then they went, "Quick, go now!" But Finn Balor up, coup de grace, 1 finisher, done. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Fanny's your aunt.
Everything was smooth and crisp. There was only one point where there was a little bit of, I wouldn't say botch, but it was a bit dodgy, where Finn took him down and he was like playing with his legs, didn't really know what to do, and then he put the surfboard stretch on. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He was kind of mucking around with his legs, and it's like, that looks kind of weird, but yeah. That was the only thing that was a bit off, but everything else was just like perfectly crisp. Well, actually, and when they did the top Hope Hurricane thing, Frankenstein,
Yeah.
the timing was a bit off, but it still looked quite good.
Then after the match, they both threw up a 2-sweet, which was a nice touch.
It was. The crowd chanted, "This is awesome!" like 5 times.
Before the match even started.
Yeah, and then just throughout constantly. Julian chants as well.
Yeah, I think
great.
the last time I'd heard "This is awesome" before the match even started was when, well, the last I can remember is when Shinsuke Nakamura made his entrance at NXT for his debut match. That's the last time I remember it.
Yeah, true. They rarely do that stuff.
It might have happened when the Hardys came back at Mania.
Also,
Not quite sure.
I think you're right, actually. I think it did.
But it's the Hardys, so it's okay.
Yep.
And
I
now-
remember Wyatt versus Shield. They did that as well. First time them guys first off.
Oh yeah.
It's very few times in history. Notice how Vince doesn't look at it this way, but they didn't do that for Cena and Reigns, did they? When they were building up, WrestleMania main event. No one was doing that then, but they do it for these 2 guys.
So Finn won. Great match.
It was
Hancha's
a bit
match of the night.
disappointed. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed that AJ did. I knew he wasn't going to win, but I was like, damn it. But they'll eventually face off again, and AJ has to win.
Then after this, Elias came out and and apparently he's in a match with Jason Jordan. You know what I love? Impromptu matches. They are the best thing in life.
Yep.
Sense the sarcasm. Jason Jordan won. Of course he did. I don't care about
I didn't watch it.
You're just a shit. Kurt Angle. Speaking of Kurt Angle, main event. The Miz, The Bar. We are The Bar. Kane, Braun Strowman versus The Shield, which is Dean, Seth, and Kurt Angle.
And this is why I can enjoy this match. As
Why?
soon as I saw, first of all, them giving Kurt Angle the gear, I was like, please do not put that on. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then when he came out with it on the entrance with them, I was like, yep, I don't like this match already.
Oh, I couldn't help but smile during that.
I thought we was gonna get the wrestling machine angle,
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, but we got the Roman Angle version of it.
I mean, yeah,
What?
I mean, to be fair, when he did come back, that's when he was really starting to kick up the angle slams and shit.
True, but I thought he was gonna come back in his gear.
He just went and got changed for some reason.
Yeah.
Just, I can't wrestle in this fucking shit. Get it off. Where's my singlet?
This doesn't make sense. Why would you wrestle as part of the Shield when you're not actually part of the Shield?
You know what I actually like? The crowd was still chanting, "You suck." They still managed to get that in.
Yeah, I just didn't like this. I was put off right from the beginning. Like he's basically just Roman right now.
So everybody made their entrance, and then the Shield's music played. And I was hoping that the Shield would do their entrance, and then Kurt does his.
That's what I was thinking.
But the Shield appeared in the stairwell, and then behind them, Kurt Angle just walked into the shot. Biggest smile on his face. He's so happy to be there. And could you imagine if this was the actual Shield? Like Dean, Seth, Kurt. I would have liked that.
It would have been good if it started off that way, yeah. True.
So as the Shield, I'm just going to call them the Shield because I'm not going to call them Dean, Seth, and Kurt. It's just easy for me to call them the Shield. They make their entrance, do the whole thing of surrounding the ring. They grab chairs just because why not? Then it all breaks down. All breaks down, ends with Kane going after Kurt because he's a bully to old people. Despite I think Kane's probably older.
Kane's still bitter about losing that feud to Kurt in like 2000 and whatever year it was, 2001 or whatever it was.
Was it? No, I thought it was Kane who electrocuted. I thought Kurt got his balls electrocuted by Kane without Shane.
Shane, yeah.
It's still one of the most weirdest things I've ever seen. A grown man getting his bollocks fried. Yeah, they grab chairs from ringside. Kane and Kurt go after each other. The rest of them trying to get the Shield. Seth and Dean get rid of the normal guys, which is the Miz and the Bar. Normal sized people.
Well, they're still huge guys for normal sized people. But...
Yeah, but Braun and Kane are big people.
They're like Braun's like 6'8", Kane's 6'9", I think. Something like that.
Unreal. Can you imagine you next to them?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It would be mad.
Imagine Danny next to them. Isn't he smaller than you?
Danny's smaller than Franco.
Jeez. You'll be like his child.
Literally.
So when the normal guys are gone, the Shield just starts smashing the shit out of Braun with chairs. They do that whilst Kane is still beating up Kurt in the corner for some reason. And then they go, you know what, we'll help him. Give us a minute. You just keep going. We'll just keep on hitting Braun. Oh, wait. Our teammate's in trouble. Nah. Go to Braun. And Miz and the Bar try to get back into the ring. So the Dean and Seth hit double suicide dives. I feel like every time the Miz's team tried to get back into the match, there was always another member of the Shield just waiting. Which is weird because why are they outnumbered and not the Shield?
It felt like it at the beginning, for sure, yeah.
Like, the Bar, and especially the Miz, were pretty much, like, gone for the opening of the match, and most of the match after. But a great spot. Shield laid out Braun and Kane on separate announce tables. They set up two ladders, climbed, Dean and Seth up they go. Both jumped at the same time, hitting an elbow drop and a frog splash through the big men on the tables. And Seth was clutching at his knee.
I thought he was injured. I was like, well, Seth's out.
I spotted that on the replay, both knees like hit the edge of the announce table.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah. And when I think that, I just think of when Shawn Michaels did it at Mania on his ribs.
Yeah. Killed himself.
Horrible.
Killed himself.
But it was mainly like his left one smashed off of the rim, which is the one that he had surgery on.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's just a knock, and he's not gone for 2 years.
Never know.
And so pretty much those two took each other out, and that leaves Kurt Angle alone in the ring with pretty much everyone, and he just gets beat the shit out of for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
At one point they trapped him in the corner with a ladder, and Sheamus and Cesaro super kick the ladder into the gut. I don't get why they set that up and then they scream at each other. Why do they do that?
I don't know. It's dumb.
It's just weird. But in the end, the three men were going for a triple powerbomb on Angle because that's all they wanted. That's the shot. But in ran Dean and Seth to save him, and then the original founder of Suplex City goes to work.
Well, you could argue Taz.
He was. I think of Taz as submission, really.
Yeah, but he was
Wasn't that
killing
his
people
nickname?
with submissions. Yeah.
He just hits German suplexes on everyone. Like the Miz got 3, Sheamus and Cesaro both got 1. He went for 1 on Kane. I really wanted to see him try 1 on Braun. That would have made my day.
Oh, he could have hit it.
I reckon Braun could have helped him.
Yeah, 100%.
Braun is extremely agile.
Yeah, he is.
For like a truck.
Yeah.
Kane powered out, went for a chokeslam, and Kurt picked the leg, tried to lock in the ankle lock, but before he could really get it, in ran Braun, who took him down with a double leg. It just looked weird. Braun hitting a double leg takedown on someone.
It did.
Just run into them. You'll do damage.
Yeah. Especially someone that's half his size. He doesn't need to do
that. Braun set up a table, picked up Kurt, and hit a running power slam on Kurt Angle through the table. And after that was pretty much Kurt done for the night.
Yeah.
Dean and Seth try to do something, but then the 5 of them just beat them up. Camera keeps cutting to Kurt being escorted backstage, and that's pretty much the last we see of Kurt until like the final 5 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie, I was scared that at some point with the Shields music was gonna hit and Roman Reigns was gonna come out and they were gonna say,
I was getting worried about that as well.
He fought the injury, or he fought the illness and he's here to save him. And then he comes out, spears everyone, and they win. I was so scared of
that. So that pretty much carries on for about 10 minutes with Dean and Seth being beaten up. So Hancha would have been a happy boy.
Yeah, but the whole time I'm thinking, just pin him.
You just
wait. Dragging out the beat.
You just no.
Yeah.
They try and fight back, but Kane comes in with a steel chair. Seth ducks, and Kane smacks Braun in the back with a steel chair. Braun doesn't sell it. He just slowly turns around and then shoves Kane to the ground. So Braun, you've just made Braun very angry, Kane. So why? If there was even a chance that Seth could move and you were going to hit Braun in the back, why would you risk it?
Sure. Well, maybe he just doesn't care. But...
I'd be weighing up these options, right? If I hit Braun here, I'm going to be murdered. I'm going to have to eat through a straw for the rest of my life. I'm good. I'm fine. So yeah, the other 3 members of the team try to calm the situation down, but then in run Dean and Seth, who try and fight back, which doesn't go very well, as about 4 seconds later they're being beaten up again. Then Cesaro and Sheamus set up a table, pick up Dean, go for a double crucifix.
Oh, this was awful.
Yeah, the table doesn't break
because they lay him down so softly on it, and they dropped his feet too soon.
So then they set it up in the corner, and if you need a table break, just go for Braun. Braun sorted out by that's how you chuck somebody.
Yeah, he didn't even power slam in, he just chucked it.
Look at Braun. He just absolutely lobbed Dean Ambrose at the table.
Yeah, literally.
And then they all make their way to the stage, and Miz starts signalling for something, and then all of a sudden, a trash truck reverses into the arena, which was weird.
And random.
And, probably ironic.
True.
So they put Dean and Seth in the back, but they climb to the top and then jump from it to 4 members of the team. Everybody but Miz, who was just stood there just giving orders, because he's too good for that.
Yeah. I find it a bit weird that Braun and Kane were just listening to Miz.
Yeah,
well, up until this point, anyway.
They're just looking down. You are?
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to do the work? Oh, it's fine, pal. Let's go.
Yeah.
So whilst those 4 down, Dean and Seth chase down the Miz and start to hit him with steel chairs. They set up a table, which it looks like they were going to put him through it, but in came Kane to make the save. Then they look like they're going to put Kane through it, but then in comes Braun for the save. And then after saving him, Kane then decides to hit Braun in the back for no reason.
It seemed so out of place. Like,
what was the point?
I was like, what?
Like, you could be like, oh yeah, Kane's just getting revenge for when Braun pushed him earlier. You hit him in the back with a chair.
Exactly. Like,
if anything, when Braun pushed you, you should just be grateful that he didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
You just hit him with a chair.
Yep.
That's like somebody punching you and then you flicking them.
Pretty much.
We're even now.
Yeah. Like,
why is Kane tossed these toys out the pram?
Yeah. It was a bit ridiculous.
Salty bitch. And so Kane hits Braun a few times before hitting a chokeslam on Braun through the stage.
Awful looking chokeslam, by the way. Awful.
You could tell Kane was not getting Braun up for a proper chokeslam.
No.
He didn't. I don't think he even tried. He just lifted his hand and just whatever.
Feels like Braun, do your thing, just jump off.
Like there was a chokeslam. Oh, I can't forget who. Undertaker, Hulk Hogan. That chokeslam that Undertaker did. Hulk Hogan's knees must have been like, this was like 2002 or something. And Hulk Hogan, he just couldn't get himself up. So
I don't remember this.
It was absolutely awful.
Really? Oh god.
Like one of the shit. It was so dumb. I'll try and find a video of it. That's it there.
Was Undertaker doing a biker gimmick?
Yeah. It's not really like he gets the height of it. It's coming on Skype now. It's not the height of it. It's just the way that he just doesn't like throw him down. He gently places him down. Like he just puts him down. It's about a minute 45 in.
Okay, that was even worse.
That one was the one that I was on about. So it was like that chokeslam.
Pretty much.
And conveniently, there was a bunch of chairs that were suspended from the ceiling. And he just gives
at the beginning of the show though. I was like, what's that for?
Just gives the bottom one a tug, and then all the chairs come crashing down through the hole and onto Braun Strowman. So, even though that he just helped them, the Shield then attacked Kane. For some reason, this Kane, why? What is your point?
Weird, man.
It's just Kane.
Yeah.
What was the point of him? Kane then grabbed Dean and Seth by the neck and chokeslammed them through a pair of tables. Well, I say through. Dean bounced off of his.
Yeah, he didn't go through his one. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that as well. Yeah.
Instead of going through, he just bounced, and the whiplash on his neck.
Yeah, it looked hard though. Yeah, it was probably even worse than going through it.
Yeah. So Cesaro, Sheamus, and Kane dragged Dean and Seth back over to the truck, and just as they got there, the camera cut to Braun, who was moving, just chucking chairs around as he does. As he eventually gets back up, he starts to walk over to Kane. Miz tries to do something, but he just throws him out the way. Sheamus and Cesaro again, but he just takes him out with a punch, and eventually reaches Kane, whose selling of Braun walking over to him was perfect. He was just staring, just, what the fuck is that? He didn't move. Like, he was just stood there, just run. Bloody run. Then those two go at it. Then Kane, Braun picked up Kane, was going to try and put him in the truck, but the bar come over and saved Kane, and then they all start to beat up Braun.
This was so flip-floppy.
Why would you not go for Kane?
Because it doesn't make sense. I'm glad you noticed the psychology didn't make sense of this.
Kane was the one who started this.
By the way, did Braun just turn face with that?
He was already face for me.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I presume so.
Because it looks like he's going to be feuding with Kane now, doesn't it?
But for me, if I had a choice of Kane and Braun, I know which one I'm taking. On my team, not in a fight. I'm taking Braun.
Well, I suppose kayfabe-wise, Kane and Braun are the same thing, really. But, I mean, Kane's meant to be from the depths of hell, right?
They're both large.
He's meant to be just as intimidating, I guess.
Yeah, but Kane won't be sticking around.
Yeah, but kayfabe-wise, they don't know that, right? Like,
He's got.
I guess from their psychology, they're both better than them, basically.
He's got some political business to take care of.
Oh, I don't know.
Then all of them, they put Braun in the truck. Then the back of the truck does that thing where it holds the trash. I'm not sure what it does. And then it drives away.
It just like crushes all the trash up. Destroys it, usually.
And then it drives away. So Braun was good. I was kind of hoping that when it was, when the claw was pulling back, I was hoping that Braun would just lift it up and just crawl.
I'm not finished with you.
Yeah. I'm not finished with you. Or like his fist just comes through it. You could have made that happen.
I'm surprised they did this. Did you clock the crowd was chanting that was murder?
Were they?
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't get that.
Because remember, if you look at Cesaro, after they do it, they're walking down to the ring. Cesaro's trying to listen to what the chant is. And they're chanting, that was murder, or that was something like that. And then Cesaro just goes, well, yeah. And you look at his face, he just puts his shoulders up, like, yeah, we kind of killed him. Because I was laughing my head off when Cesaro did that reaction. I was like, wow.
Cesaro was just, oh, lol.
Yeah, Cesaro was literally just like, well, it happens. I was like, brilliant.
Cesaro was on a new level tonight. Like, he was savage. He ripped up a sign.
Oh, I didn't got that.
Making his entrance, like there was a sign there that had I think it was like a picture of Kurt Angle, so he grabbed it and just ripped it up. You're allowed to rip up those signs. Not the one that says "Get well soon, Brett." As he's going through a fight with cancer, Chris Jericho. You idiot. So they get Seth back in the ring. And then the 4 remaining members do the Shield thing where they surround the ring.
At this point, I knew Kurt Angle was coming back. But I was just waiting for his music to hit.
Then they get in, start to assault Seth 4-on-1. They go for the pin. Dean comes in last minute, and Kane was going for what I presume was a tombstone. But then the music that we all know and love comes on, and out comes Kurt Angle. And
acting a little bit more than Kurt Angle.
This was when we got the wrestling machine. The Bar tried to rush him on the ramp. Kurt hits a back body drop on Cesaro. Angle slam to Sheamus. Picks up Cesaro again and just, you can have an Angle slam as well. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a table there. Get yourself through that. He gets back into the ring, dodges Kane, runs into Miz, and then straight into a chokeslam from Kane. So that went well.
Stop that pretty quick.
Thanks for trying. Kane was going for a tombstone. In comes Dean and Seth with some chairs. They get Kane out the ring, and then they run at him and spear him through the barricade. So and even the commentator, an homage to Roman Reigns. It's just he's not dead.
The thing, this is another reason I hated him wearing the Shield stuff. They were just constantly remind you of Roman. This should have been about Kurt, but it was like, oh, by the way, remember this was meant to be Roman.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like this match. It was just a constant reminder. Like, I'm trying to enjoy it. I wanted it to be Kurt Angle, not that Angle playing Roman Reigns.
Kurt Reigns.
Which is what he was.
Roman Angle. So we cut back to the ring where the Miz is creeping up behind Angle, hits him with a skull crusher finale, but Angle kicks out with 2. Then the crowd starts to chant USA for some reason.
You're not the only one that thought this was stupid, right?
I was like, oh, why are you chanting USA? 5 out of the 8 people, 6 out of the 8 people in this match are American.
That's why I thought, I was looking at myself saying, why are they chanting? I guess they're trying to say,
yeah, I
understand he won an Olympic gold medal, yeah, but Miz is still American, like, come on.
Just makes no sense. That chant is stupid. Kill it.
Yeah, I've never enjoyed it.
You're racist.
They never chant it at appropriate times either.
Like Kevin Owens did it perfectly. Like it was a house show, and somebody was filming him on his way down to the ring, like on a phone. And he went to the phone. I guarantee you, I can make these stupid people chant USA.
Wow.
He was in a match with Sami Zayn.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
2 Canadians.
Yeah. And then when he hit the move, and the crowd started chanting USA. And he looked at that same phone who was recording him, and he went, "I told you."
Well,
he's Canadian, you idiots. It was just stupid. I'm pretty sure Sammy was laughing as well.
Not really surprised. Still laughing. Do you notice Ambrose laughed when he didn't go through the table?
Which one?
You go back, to just in this match. You know, we were saying
Yeah,
they
the first
did
or the second one?
Oh, true. The first one, when they tried the double crucifix,
Yeah.
right? And it didn't go through. And they was trying to figure out what to do with him. Look down at Dean Ambrose's face. He's laughing his head off. He's just cracking up. And I'm just like, wow, that kind of looks bad, man. He shouldn't be doing that.
I know Cesaro, you could tell, was holding back.
Yeah.
He was dying to laugh.
Yep.
So Kurt Angle kicked out of the Skull Crusher finale. Miz goes for another one. Angle drops down, picks a leg, locks in the ankle lock. Miz rolls onto his stomach and pushes Kurt out of the ring because he's got some mad leg muscle. It was stupid. If they were near the ropes, I could agree. But the fact that he pushed him from one side of the ring, basically to the other side of my room, it was just, if I get pushed, I'm going to take like 2 or 3 steps back and just be like, whoa, what's that? I'm not going to go flying 4 foot back. Unless it's by brawn, then I'll probably end up 10 foot back. Or Brock, probably 30 there. Yeah. I'll just go into fetal position. Just, no, Brock, please. No. I'll do whatever you want. I'll be a scarecrow at your farm. Please don't hurt me. Then the Shield do the thing where they surround the ring. Dean, Seth, Kurt on the apron. Miz all by himself. Seth hits the knee. Dean hits Dirty Deeds. Kurt hits an angle slam. Pick him up. Hit a triple powerbomb. Kurt has to do the ooh-ah, because of course he does. And hit the triple powerbomb. Or what do they call it? The Shield Olympic bomb. It was just stupid. It's a triple powerbomb. Don't call it the Shield bomb.
It's not. Kurt Angle isn't Roman Reigns. They shouldn't have done that.
But at least Kurt got the pin. That's nice.
I thought the Shield's move.
Yeah.
Should have tapped him out with the angle.
So the Shield and Kurt Angle won. I enjoyed this match. Yeah. I feel it's just nice to see Angle back, really.
It would have been if it was a one-on-one match where it was actually Kurt Angle, I would have been flipping my lid because Kurt Angle's probably like in my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. But I just didn't like to see him come back as part of the Shield. Now I'm good.
Yeah, I think he's in my definitely top 5. Could make a push for top 3. Shawn at the top, obviously Shawn at the top. Then Ric Flair, because I do love me some Ric Flair.
Angle's better than Shawn, just saying.
Oh, I'm better than you.
What? They had a great Mania match though, Angle and Shawn. That was an amazing match. I feel like that's
Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah, I feel like that's like undersold when it's like one of the top Mania matches I've seen.
I feel like, I'm not just saying this biasly, I feel like any Mania match involving Michaels has been amazing.
Yeah.
The nickname speaks for itself. So I feel like
Kurt's still better.
Listen here, you ungrateful little shit. I feel like even if Roman was in this match, if you just replaced Kurt with Roman, the exact same thing would have happened. Roman would have been carted off backstage for about 30 minutes.
Yo, they probably did the exact same blueprint. You're probably right.
Just like the Rumble a few years ago when he was sent to the back, but then came out near the end. I don't know why. I don't know why they do it. I can understand Angle. Give him a break. He doesn't need to go for 45 minutes.
Exactly.
Roman, who is in the prime of his life, he's about 30. He should be the fittest that he's ever going to be.
Yep.
He should be able to go for 30 minutes, 45, however long this match was. Didn't Kurt have an hour long Iron Man match with Lesnar once?
Yeah. Oh, it's regarded as the best match in SmackDown history. It was insane.
Yeah. I'm just Kurt could do that then. He won't be able to do it now.
Yeah,
he probably would be able to do it now.
I mean, his last match was wasn't it a couple months?
Yeah, a couple months ago. Yeah, I want to say January.
He was still, wasn't it against Alberto Del Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, obviously WWE, this is the first time he's wrestled in 11 years.
Yeah.
It
And
doesn't
as much
do
as
anybody any favours.
Yeah, as much as I like Booker T, I got called him out for that. He was like, he hasn't been.
Booker T was proper burying Kurt.
Yeah, and not only did he not say he's been away from a WWE ring for 11 years, he said he hasn't wrestled in 11 years. He said that.
He's been wrestling ever since.
And I was like, bro, you was in TNA wrestling with him. Like, come on, man.
Like,
Booker T.
Kurt has not stopped.
Yeah, literally.
The only time that he stopped was when he's came back, because you won't let him.
Yep. Speaking of that, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan is begging to be fired.
He is. He's
Go on
literally
Twitter,
saying, let me go, man.
Check his likes. He is liking anything with the hashtag Free Bryan.
He even likes, someone made a meme of Vince basically calling up Daniel. You saw that, yeah?
We need a replacement for Roman. Yes. No, we need a replacement for Bray. Yes. Yeah. Can we have AJ Styles, please? Just the blankest look on his face. Just, aww.
Yeah. Like, and literally, someone said even something like, "See you in Ring of Honor soon," and he liked that as well. And I was like, this guy don't care, man. He's ready to go.
He just wants to be fired.
Yep, he really does.
Either last tweet he put out, there was a time when WWE wouldn't let @Real Kurt Angle compete. Tonight he won a pay-per-view main event in a TLC match. Hashtag, so you're saying there's a chance.
Wow.
He just wants to wrestle.
He does. Can you imagine how much money they'd make off Raw GM versus SmackDown GM, Angle versus Bryan? What? To have that at Mania? Bruh, that would be an insane match.
He wants it.
Well, as long as Angle could still, and we don't even know if Daniel Bryan
Angle can still go.
Yeah, he can. But yeah, I'm sure they'd be able to put on a 5-star match probably. It'd be insane.
October 17th, he quoted a tweet from WWE Creative Humor. Do you follow that account?
Oh yeah.
They basically just take the piss off everything.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
He quotes here, Sami Zayn, I'm still an in-ring performer, Daniel Bryan. You're not anymore. That's what Sami Zayn says. And then they've added until September. So Daniel Bryan's quoted that and said, some things are best left unsaid.
Oh my days, this guy.
He's baiting. He's got his hook. He's got his reel. He's out. He's got his rod in the water.
Can you imagine how angry Vince is at him, like backstage? Vince probably texts him all the time, like, you need to take that stuff off your Twitter.
What's he gonna do? Fire him? That's what he wants.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I've heard stories about how even CM Punk has said, like, Vince will text him and say, take that off your social media, and they have to do it. Like, Vince, I remember CM Punk was like, yeah, he texts me all the time telling me to delete this tweet.
He just wants to go.
Yeah, he does. Daniel Bryan don't care. Daniel Bryan's probably told him, no, I ain't deleting it. Just fire me if you want.
Just, oh no.
Exactly.
I'm so scared. So yeah, Angle's back, even if it's for one night only for now.
Yep.
He can have a Mania match now.
Yep.
You know, they're probably gonna go with Triple H.
Why?
I don't know, but hopefully with Daniel.
Yeah.
Who was having the time of his life on Twitter.
Yep.
Just baiting. So Kurt Angle Mania opponents.
Right, there's so many possibilities.
Daniel Bryan.
Styles. I mean, I was about to say AJ was gonna. We've seen it so many times, but I haven't seen. I mean, they'll act like it's the first time ever. So we'll just say yes. Styles would be crazy.
Balor.
Yep. Now that one hasn't actually happened, has it? Has it ever happened?
I don't think so.
I don't think it has.
Nakamura.
Yeah.
But I don't trust. I don't trust a Kinshasa. Yeah, I know he's fit, but I always panic whenever it comes to anything with the neck of Kurt Angle. Same as even if when Bryan gets back in the ring, I'm still gonna panic with neck and head. Like when Braun hit that running power slam on him through the table, I was like, oh no, that's it, he's dead again. He's dead.
Yeah.
But you can tell even Braun, like he proper had hold of Kurt's head in that.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just, if Braun was just like, I'm not gonna hurt him.
Yeah, because imagine being the guy responsible for injuring him.
I'm trying to think of who else. I want Kevin Owens.
That would be cool. I'd take Kevin Owens, yeah. They could put on a really good match. I mean, we've seen it as well. Bobby Roode though would be good because those two had some crazy intense matches.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode and Chris.
Joe again.
Oh, Joe was like probably my favorite feud that he had in TNA. Well, one of them.
Shane McMahon.
Shane.
Yes.
No.
Let's see who else.
Brock, give him the rematch with Brock.
Oh God.
No, not at this stage in his career. No, he might die. Let's not do that.
Just German suplexes all through the match. There's pretty much anybody on the roster I want to see.
A lot of options.
Try to think of NXT now. Velveteen Dream.
No.
I want to see Velveteen Dream.
Not against Kurt Angle.
I want against anybody.
No.
He is my meme guy.
Yeah, but he's not on the level to be facing Kurt Angle.
It was Ty Dillinger who was the guy I liked. I overly liked as a meme.
Yeah.
Now it's Velveteen Dream. Because he is glorious.
Wow.
I'd say I like him more than Ty.
Oh my day. Wow.
He's just hilarious. I love him. He's weird. It's brilliant.
Okay, but he's not Kurt Angle, right?
It's brilliantly stupid. So, that is us done. Lovely. But, let's go through the predictions, see who won.
I feel like I did really bad on the show.
Hancha, how do you feel you did?
Trash.
Let's confirm or deny that. Pre-show, Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. You went with Alicia Fox. I went with Sasha. Sasha won 1-0 to me. Emma, Asuka. We both had Asuka, but we did the whole, will it be over or under 5 minutes?
Okay.
And she went with under 5 minutes because it was smart. It was the smart thing to do.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I went with over, mainly because Hancha took under. I just wanted to split. So I thank you very much for going under. So Asuka won over 5 minutes. I got about 9:25. Give or take a few seconds.
Yeah, but I want to recount. You might have been 5 minutes off.
5 minutes off. Halfway through the match. Oh fuck! I didn't do it. I obviously started. I started the timer way before the match started.
Yeah.
So I got 2 points for that. Because I got both. Hancha got 1 for getting Asuka. So that's 3-1 to me, unless I've massively done points wrong, which I don't think I have this time. There's often a mistake. Keep an eye out. Team White versus Team Black. You know the guys I'm on about. I went with Team Black. Represent. Hancha went with Team White because...
Vince runs this company.
Yeah. Team Black won 4-1 to me. Mickey versus Alexa. I went with Mickey. You went with Alexa. Alexa won 4-2 to me. Enzo versus Kalisto. We both had Enzo. Enzo won 5-3 to me. AJ Balor. We both had Balor. 6-4. Elias Sampson versus Jason Jordan. Who cares?
Yeah.
And the main event, those 5 versus The Shield and Kurt Angle. We all had The Shield and Kurt Angle, so the final score was Hancha on 5, Mark on 7, which means, and still, your portion of wrestling champion. It's me. Mighty Mouse, watch out, sunshine.
You coming for that record?
I'm coming for that 11.
Damn.
And I'll put anybody in armbars. That German suplex armbar is going to look like a bitch move when I'm finished.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I'm quickly on my way to holding the longest reigning. I just need... But then let me count yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm 6 away.
Oh, I got to 9. Damn it, I didn't beat that.
I'm 6 away.
Nah, there's no way you're holding it. Nah, there's no way.
I'm pretty sure 9 away will take us like Mania or something.
Yeah, probably.
Or probably, I don't know, Rumble.
Oh yeah, because there's going to be an NXT show than that.
They just count as the weekend. We're fine. So just 6 more. We're fine. We're going to get there. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. So that's us done. You can like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and hit that bell so you stay notified. 50 in the bag. Here's to another 50. Hancha, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Um,
I feel like the past 4 episodes now I've told you to do this, and you still have no idea that I'm going to.
Yeah.
I think you should maybe make notes before you come in, just in case I do.
I should. Don't be distracted. Yeah, that's it.
Just don't be distracted.
Yeah. Just stay focused on whatever it is.
Sorry,
You know what I'm talking about.
Could you repeat that again? I was looking at my phone.
Get out of here.
Hey, irony, I've dropped a pen lid. I found the pen lid. So that is done. We'll see you for episode 51, which I think is Survivor Series. Well, no, it'll be for NXT before Survivor Series, so it'll be then.
True.
So there's another 3 for that weekend already. Shit. We are going to die doing this. So that's us done. We'll see you next time. And remember, we don't set the bar.
No,
We are the bar.
Bye.